check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got some space here.
That's right, baby. It's all
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Kyler Fackrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Murray now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Forced out to it, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Ryan's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. There the Eagles are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. To return it, Darius Phillips. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Eagles 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Ryan. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
On the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, 93 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Slide for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cohen on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan. A screen to Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Alvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Eagles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Marquis Christian. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
There he goes, left side. That wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
It's on the return. The Steelers. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Murray now on 1st down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Ayuk with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Eagles 6.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll let this one go deep for... He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Hopkins on for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Then the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Slam. 51. 26
From the gun, Ryan. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Play action, Ryan. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Ready, we're ready. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Akers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Steelers.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cam Akers with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
go. Check the back.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chase Young able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A gain of
called that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Joey Sly.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Cohen now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cohen now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A give to Cook out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Room here to run. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 36-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards on the ground.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to